heal. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk to Mira.
Oh, hey. Can I ask you something?
Something wrong?
Your face. You have this glow. I mean, not a real glow, but it's like you're calm. At peace, but it's more than that. You haven't been chewing on spice, have you?
When one touches the force, others can feel it.
Well, it shows. It's like you're hooked up to a power coupling. It's weird. I mean, not bad weird, just weird. For a minute there, I thought you and Adden... But it's just the force.
Me and Adden what?
You know, hooked up a power coupling. You know?
What are you talking about?
Did you get out much as a Jedi? I was asking if you two had been, you know, intimate.
We don't have that kind of relationship.
Got it. Just checking.
When we talk.
About what?
I know you a little better.
Are you trying to be my mother? No thanks. Already had one. Somewhere.
I need
No
friends.
thanks. I didn't need friends on Nar Shaddaa, and I don't need them now. Go ahead and ask. Shoot.
Hanhar?
Hanhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that. And it runs a lot deeper. It's like he's out to make the whole galaxy suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What happened between you and
I
him?
didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
Questions?
Right.
Why don't you kill your targets?
People before, but not if I don't have to.
Yeah, because you know what the loss of it means.
Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
Never stop trying to protect
Get away
others?
from me. The next time you come and...
That may not have been it. Okay, well, at least it didn't
What
cause
do you want now?
or negative. To apologize?
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of lost people out there. Scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes, it's like you can almost hear them. Like an echo, calling out for each other. And maybe, just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the galaxy back together.
All things connect to the Force, and from such great things become.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Let's leave it then. Oh, gain some influence.
Yeah, something wrong?
Some questions you want to ask?
I can ask.
Were you raised on our
Yeah, more or
shop?
less. I wasn't born there. I just ended up there.
What happened to your
The
family?
war happened.
Okay.
The first one, against the Mandalorians. Had family right up until the end. It's not really a new story. You hear it all over the galaxy. It's what happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about.
They died in the final
I
battle?
think so. After Revan crushed the Mandalorians, planets throughout the Republic were flooded with refugees. I was just one of the others. Me? I got passage to Nar Shaddaa. From there, not much you can do, so I became a bounty hunter.
How could you have lost family? There were no colonies.
Take a guess, Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malachor. And Jedi don't have families.
You're a Mandalorian?
As much as any slave becomes a Mandalorian. They took prisoners on every world they conquered to bolster their ranks. And they took a lot of worlds.
You were a slave.
When I was young, yeah. They mostly used me to carry ammo packs and munitions. Toward the end of the war, they needed everyone they could get. They taught me to fight, to hunt, to survive. I was part of their squad, even when I was young. Everyone served as part of the unit, and I felt like I had a place there. After Malachor, it really didn't matter anymore. The Mandalorians lost. Bad. But you know that.
Yeah, regrets the loss of life.
I know. I saw the worlds they left behind them during the war. That kind of stays with you. I haven't forgotten it. What happened at Malachor, they probably deserved it.
You don't sound too happy about it.
Should I be? Maybe I should ask you if you're happy about all the Jedi who died on Malachor 5. Maybe it felt like you lost family there, but I doubt it.
They had to be stopped?
Yeah. That kind of...
Okay. Some questions for you? This actually, I think, never mind. Okay. Oh,
yeah, something wrong?
I wanted to ask.
Go ahead and ask.
What happened between you and
I
Hanhar?
didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
Do you really want to hear this?
There we go. Yeah, I'd like to know what happened.
Well, Hanhar and me go way back, in the worst possible way. He's from some forest planet on the Outer Rim where Zerka had set up one of their slaving operations.
Do you know the name?
I don't remember the name. Something with too many K's and Y's. It sounds like you're gargling Ronto spit when you say it.
So he was a slave?
Well, not for long. Once off planet, Hanhar escaped from the Zerka slavers, then killed them all.
Why was he wearing the cuffs then?
I don't know. I always thought he just liked using them as weapons.
He doesn't deserve to be caged. Sounds like Zerka deserved
Well,
it.
before you get too teary-eyed, Hanhar figured Zerka had the right idea. I don't think he understood the concept of slavery before, at least on the scale that Zerka practiced it. But now he did. You ever hear of Dursan 3, or the ID cluster colonies?
They were destroyed?
Right. That's because Hanhar happened. He makes what happened to his homeworld look like an exercise in community building. He's not a bounty hunter. He's a slaver. A predator. It's like he's out to enslave or kill every human in the galaxy, like he's trying to settle some huge score or debt. I don't get it, but he's dangerous.
So how do you factor in?
I was prey. And not only did I escape, but I saved his life while doing it. He's been hunting me ever since.
That seems strange.
I don't pretend to understand it, but among his people, they have these codes of honor. But somewhere along the line, Hanhar's got twisted. His people form these things called life debts. If you save the life of one of them, they pledge themselves to you.
It's not too bad.
Well, with Hanhar, he can't escape that life debt. It's bred into him. But he hates every other living thing in the galaxy, so pledging himself to someone else, especially a human, was unbearable. So when I saved his life, it was the worst thing I could do. It was like slavery all over again. But it was in his head. It was like it pushed him over the edge.
What do you mean?
A life debt to Hanhar is a death sentence. He'll hunt you until you're dead. When I saved his life, it meant he had to kill me. And so he kept chasing me in hopes I would die. I think the fact I showed him mercy after hating humans for so long, that was something he couldn't stand.
Any regret that he's gone?
Oh, I'm glad he's gone. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to keep watching my back every minute, wondering when he's going to show up. And he always did. It's like he always knew where I was.
Any chance he's still
Trust
alive?
me, if he was still alive, he'd be chasing us even now, waiting to ambush us when we least expect it. And he always shows up at the worst possible time. He was one of the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. Hanhar never gives up on his prey. Or his life debts. He's a hunter. He's a natural predator.
Where'd you get that rocket launcher?
It's custom for me, which is a good thing, because I wouldn't want anyone using it against me. I can show you how to make rockets, though, if you'd like. All it requires is a good skill with demolitions.
Cool.
Anything else you
Make
want to
rockets
know?
now.
All right.
Do that. Let's head back to the ship real quick. Texture pop in. There's probably gonna be a couple cutscenes here.
HK-47, I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
Meditation envy?
Why don't you go sit on a rocket?
Calm down. What is your problem?
I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, you know, Atten, sometimes it's no wonder you can't figure yourself out the way you lie to yourself all the time. I've hunted a lot of people in my line of work, but I never met someone who wants to get lost more than you do. I've got a pretty good idea why, but not the whole picture. I will, though. My advice? Come clean before I find out.
That guy, I don't trust him.
I do. I mean, he's alright, I guess. He's like someone who watches too many holovids. Or teaches them.
Yeah, you're right. He's boring.
Yeah, and that puts him a few ranks up the ladder from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not boring.
No, you're more like a shifty, lying idiot with a tendency to complain about every little thing and offer only small bits of helpful advice if pressured. He'd get beaten to death on Nar Shaddaa almost as soon as he landed, though.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thought I had some competition there.
Oh, well, it's not really a competition. I mean, you're kind of an idiot, Atten, and you don't shower enough, and you scratch your equipment when you think no one's looking. Don't take it too hard, though. That still makes you better than most people I've met on Nar Shaddaa.
Thanks.
And stop watching her. She's got enough problems.
At last, you understand, tiny Jedi.
You? Who are you? What are you doing on this
Enough. What did you see in the web of worlds that have died? What did you see when you saw it through the Force?
I see the death of the galaxy. Of life. At first, I thought it was just conquest. But it's more terrible than that. It's an echo, spreading outwards, killing everything. It's not possible.
You are a wasted pawn of the Republic, young one. You could have been so much more, even with your wide-eyed innocence, your naive love for others. Now you understand the magnitude of what is being done.
I know you. Not even the markings of the dark side can hide it. Why have you done this?
I? Do you think I seek the death of all living things? There is no victory in such things. I do not want to win our war like this, little Jedi. When I win, I wish it to be because I was right, my teachings true.
How long have you been here? Among us?
You know the truth. I have always been here, watching and listening to the echo you have found. You know its source and what must be done.
I will not let you hurt her.
Little Jedi, you cannot stop me. But you will forget this. Your mind is worse than the others, so open, so trusting. Your feelings for her are your weakness. Yet I will gift you with this. You will remember what you have discovered when the time is correct. Know that you have seen what formerly only I knew. Now we shall see if you have the strength to stop what comes.
Alright. Whole lot of dialogue there. This should be good. Where is Mira at? So HQ. Oh, no, there's Mira.
Yeah,
Or
something
HQ.
wrong?
Okay, questions
Go ahead
asked.
and ask.
You seem restless.
All this traveling, being trapped in the ship, everything's just too quiet.
Too quiet?
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa?
It's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
How so?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
So, you were raised on Nar
Yeah, more or
Shaddaa.
less. I wasn't born there. I just ended up
Let
there.
me see. Okay. What happened to your family?
Well, the war happened. The first one, against the Mandalorians. Had family right up until the end. It's not really a new story. You hear it all over the galaxy.
Honestly, none of that
It's what
gives...
happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about.
Nothing, never mind. I think now we can talk to her off the ship. And I took the long way for some reason. Alright.
Yeah, something wrong?
Something I want to ask. Seem more comfortable here than on the Ebon
Feels
Hawk.
better to be back here, not cooped up on that ship.
Why?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
An interesting way of putting it.
Yeah? Didn't think I'd hear a Jedi ever refer to Nar Shaddaa like that.
Chris showed me.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, some more influence.
Yeah, something wrong? Shoot.
What other influences are we missing? Okay, let's go back on the ship. Nothing, never mind. We can talk to Atten. That'll unlock some dialogue for Mira. After this.
It might be helpful if I made some changes to my remote's maintenance laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, providing an advantageous arrangement. And my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull his weight in a fight.
Yeah, Gordo's just jealous.
All right then. I'll work on it when we get back to the Hawk.
We're already here, what do you mean?
There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids.
Yep. So now the remote can heal droids in the
I
party?
think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost.
Okay.
It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Hey, it's something for Goto to be jealous of, right? Think of it this way. You can keep Goto in line with it.
Alright. Proof laser, so I think it does more
I
damage
don't
now.
understand why you won't let me take a look.
Statement. I've had quite enough tampering at the hands of unskilled meatbags such as yourself. I'm not eager to submit to this treatment now or in the future.
Unskilled meatbag? I'll show you unskilled.
Appeasement. I did not mean to imply that you were an unskilled meatbag, as incapable of performing rudimentary repairs as holding a hydrospanner. It is only that I am quite particular with my repairs. Perhaps when I am more confident in your abilities, I will allow you to examine my internal components.
Iridonian, if I might have a moment.
Okay, still the way.
What is it?
It's kind of a problem with these
I have
cutscenes.
spent some time in the presence of your remote, and the upgrades you have performed on him are quite adequate. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote itself.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, to be an unsightly waste. But it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you to provide me with similar upgrades.
I should be able to do something. I will see what I can do next time I have a free moment.
Good? Yep. And where you at? Flying the ship.
I heard you making friends with the bounty hunter. I don't blame you. She's a scrapper. You don't survive on Nar Shaddaa for very long if you aren't.
Did you know her?
I've known people like her. Maybe without the rocket launchers, but sort of the same. Maybe without the plunging neckline and the boots. I wouldn't let anything she says bother you. It's a wonder you cracked her attitude at all. She's cold as the ship's hull.
Okay. Nothing for now, but now we can go talk to Mira. Here. Maybe we need to be off the ship. Let's go off the ship.
Yeah, something wrong?
So,
Talk.
Okay, let's just try to go down this. I want to ask some questions.
Shoot.
Were you raised on Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah, more or less. I wasn't born there, I just ended up there.
What happened to your family?
Well, the war happened. The first one, against the Mandalorians. I had family right up until the end. It's not really a new story, you hear it all over the galaxy. It's what happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about.
They died in the final
I
battle?
think so. After Revan crushed the Mandalorians, planets throughout the Republic were flooded with refugees. I was just one of the others. Me? I got passage to Nar Shaddaa. From there, not much you can do, so I became a bounty hunter.
Okay, how could you have lost family?
Take a
Malachor
guess,
5?
Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malachor. And Jedi don't have families.
So you became a bounty hunter?
I'm good at finding people, so I used it to make credits.
Finding people in Nar Shaddaa seems difficult.
Not if you know your target. Usually you get a hollow or rough description, and then you just sort of listen to it, get a feel for him or her, and start walking.
Walking?
This is a little hard to explain, but Nar Shaddaa's got a flow, a life to it. You see all kinds of aliens and life there, and it's got currents.
And then we say, no, I understand.
If you know your target, you can feel them. Know where they're going to go. And sometimes, you know where they're going to be before they do. I'm good at finding people. Because when they're lost or out of place, it's like something's wrong inside them. And that's why I hunt.
Okay, let's, some more questions for you.
Right.
Ready to tell me we saved?
As
Yeah,
happens
okay.
on Nar Shaddaa, I made someone mad. Mad enough for them to send Hanhar after me. Turns out they were even able to get him cheap. He'd heard about me and wanted to hunt me down, for sport. He didn't think I'd be much of a challenge.
Oh, okay. And you proved him wrong. Alright.
Well, he tried to box me down in vents beneath the Nar Shaddaa docks, and he'd set one too many proximity mines to cover the escape routes.
So he was trying to hit me in with a
I
minefield?
think he'd hoped to drive me into the mines and then let them do the work. Or that I'd be too scared to try and walk through them. Thing is, I knew Hanhar's supplier, and the trigger signatures for the mines. It was pretty easy to broadcast a signal to blind their sensor receptors for a minute or two. I figured that would buy me enough time to move through them and get away.
Yeah, it's not a simple trick.
No, it isn't. I spent most of my childhood hauling mines and munitions. Got to know my way around them. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be here right now.
Okay. So what happened with Hanhar in the mines?
Like I said, I disarmed the trigger fuses for enough of the mines to get by, temporarily. And Hanhar was pretty fast on my trail. I just made it to safety when he hit the first one. The blast leveled the entire ventilation section, and Hanhar was caught right in the middle, and he survived. Barely.
Barely.
He was crawling around, blinded from the flash and the plasma burns. It had happened so fast. And all the blood had been scabbed and crusted from the flash. I had the drop on him, and even blind, he knew it. He could still hear me. My ears were ringing from the blast, but I could hear him. I think he was begging me to let him live. His voice, it wasn't a roar, more like an echo of it. I suppose I should have killed him, but I couldn't do it. He was in pain, and he was helpless. So I dragged him out of there enough to get him to safety, and he kept hunting me ever since. He said he'd pursue me to the edge of the galaxy. No matter where I ran, he would find me and break me, that I would always be prey.
Okay, sometimes it's stronger to spare a life than take it.
Maybe. I've thought about that moment. A lot. Wondered if I would do things differently if I had another chance.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask.
Okay,
Feels better to be back here, not cooped up on that ship.
Why?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest cesspits in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity. Aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive. Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that...
I could try to show you why we're here if you want.
Alright, prove it.
Okay.
You can show me now if you want. Alright, but I doubt you're gonna show me anything I don't already know. And when you show me, don't act like a tourist. It attracts predators.
Okay. Oh, that's what we're looking for. You're right.
What's wrong? Why are you stopping?
I want you to stand here and listen.
I've been by here hundreds of times. There's nothing special about it.
You can feel
No,
the
I don't
force.
believe in the Force. It's Jedi tricks. Sleight of hand.
Nope. It's everything around us. Da, da, da.
Alright. It's not gonna hurt, is it?
I want you to close your eyes and hear Nar Shaddaa.
Feel the currents here on Nar Shaddaa, the ebb of life. A simple kindness can be given to another. This is the Force, and all our choices, from the greatest to the smallest, affect each other, and the echoes travel.
All right.
I can feel this planet. I can't shut it out. It's louder now. It hurts. All these people.
Yep, I can train you.
That's what I want. I'm sure of it more than anything. I want to become like you. I want to be strong. I don't want to be afraid or alone anymore. I don't want to keep running and looking and never feel like I'm finding what I'm looking for. I am tired of being hunted. When the galaxy takes something from me, I want the power to let go. And I want the power to heal the echo when it's gone.
I can't promise that, but I can teach you what I
That
have.
sounds all right from where I'm standing.
All right. Now Mira is a Jedi. And we got some set points. So let's level her up real quick. Now we can spin these levels. Treat injury. Just injury. It's always a good one to have. And awareness. Feats. We will finally go ahead and give her Master 2 weapon fighting. We're going to keep her using blasters. So we're going to blaster pistol. Okay, powers. Heal. We'll just go as far as we can with that, except level up. Okay. Max that out. Max that out. Burst of speed. Except level up skills. And then stealth, maybe. Feats. not going to use a lightsaber. We may give you the blaster pistol focus. Okay, powers. Get this one. Okay. Level up attributes. More dex. Should we give you 1 wisdom? Yeah, we'll give you more dex. Skills. Again, this one, this one. This one. Master speed. Then improve battle meditation, and then we'll go down that tree. And why not repair? Can help heal the droids. What else do we need? 1 point toughness wouldn't be too bad. But let's go ahead and get rapid shot. Max out the heal. Grab Master Rapid Shot. Improved Battle Meditation. Another point Dex. Skills. Okay, powers. Master Battle Meditation. And there we go. +1 wisdom, that's good. Sure, why not? 5 damage bonus and a bunch of resistance, we'll keep that. Kinda, these sonic blasters do a good bit of damage. But they're only upgradable in the scope. I kind of wonder 2 to 9 versus 3 to 11. Like, I think we could get that heavy blast. It was heavy blaster, right? Mandalorian 2 to 9, or Mandalorian blaster. Like, I think going Mandalorian blaster and upgrading it fully is probably better. So you're gonna dual wield, so maybe doing something like the scout to have a chance to stun is fully upgradable, so we could add more stun chance to it. Or the offhand. Or the Watchman blaster. Oh, we'll do the Watchman blaster. It's just straight better. Okay. Yep, we'll do that.